Welcome to AC 24/7. I'm Aaron Dean. At least 18 people are dead after a gunman opened fire at a bowling alley in Lewiston, Maine Wednesday night. Authorities are asking residents to shelter in place as the manhunt continues for the killer. The Advocate Channel's Mike Valero has the latest.
I suggest that you go. We have an active shooter, and we're not sure where he's at.
A tight-knit community on edge. A shelter-in-place ordered in multiple towns in Maine as heavily armed officers search for what they say is an armed and dangerous killer.
There is now arrest warrants for murder for this particular individual, Mr. Card. So he is viewed as a suspect, and there is a full court press by all of our partners to bring him into custody.
Police advise that Maine people should not approach him under any circumstances.
Chilling surveillance images released show the moments the mass shooting suspect's deadly rampage began. First at a local bowling alley hosting a youth night for a kids' bowling league, and then traveling about 4 miles to the second scene at a restaurant.
Place to go have a good time and have fun. And then we get somebody that's crazy like that walk in and do what they did, you know.
I never thought I'd grow up and get a bullet in my leg. Like, why do people do this?
According to law enforcement, the suspect, 40-year-old Rob Card, is a military-trained arms instructor who suffers from several mental health issues, including hearing voices, and made threats to shoot up a National Guard base. He'd been committed to a mental health facility over the summer.
Nerves are rattled right now.
In Lewiston, Maine, I'm Mike Valerio.
President Biden is calling the rise of Mike Johnson to Speaker of the House evidence of efforts to advance an extreme MAGA agenda. The Biden campaign issued a statement calling Johnson out for being an election denier, saying that he still won't admit Biden won the 2020 election. The House Speaker is second in the line of succession to the presidency. Still, Biden called Johnson on the phone Wednesday to congratulate him on his victory and said that he looks forward to working with him and finding common ground. Multiple sources report that Fulton County prosecutors have discussed potential plea deals with at least 6 more Trump co-defendants in the 2020 election subversion case. It appears District Attorney Fani Willis' office is trying to get as many co-defendants as possible to flip on the former president, leaving Trump and perhaps a few close allies on the hot seat. A Colorado judge has rejected another attempt by former President Trump to throw out a lawsuit that could block him from being added to the ballot in 2024. The lawsuit seeks to block him based on the 14th Amendment's insurrectionist ban. The 14th Amendment was ratified after the Civil War. It says U.S. officials who take an oath to uphold the Constitution are disqualified from future office if they engage in insurrection or have given aid or comfort to insurrectionists. Wednesday's ruling clears the way for an unprecedented trial to begin next week. It's one of several pending lawsuits trying to derail his candidacy based on that 14th Amendment. New Democratic Congressman Jamal Bowman of New York has been charged with pulling the fire alarm on the Capitol building when there was no emergency last month. The representative was heading to make a vote on the spending bill and said that he mistakenly thought the fire alarm was an exit. Bowman has apologized and accepted responsibility. And thanks so much for joining us for AC 24/7. For more, go to theadvocatechannel.com and subscribe on the Advocate Channel YouTube page. For the Advocate Channel, I'm Aaron Dean.